Hi, I'm Soft, and this is An Artist's Life in Tokyo. So this week I did a lot of modeling actually, and I don't think many people would consider that art, but I kind of do. I have a friend who once said that being a model is like being the canvas, and I really do believe that. It's kind of like the other side of art creation, like you're still a part of the process and therefore still a part of the art. My first job this week was in Meguro by the river, and I used to live over there actually, so I'm super familiar with the area. I love all the water, and something about it is like so calming and peaceful. But from Meguro, we actually went to Shibuya, parked our bus by the crossing, and filmed there. And the reaction that they wanted was this like sense of wonder coming to Shibuya for the first time and seeing all the lights and stuff. It was really easy acting for me because, of course, as somebody who lives in Tokyo, I had that experience of coming to this country for the first time and like feeling those emotions. So it was pretty easy to pick from. It was so cold though, like undeniably cold. And the other models were like trying their best to distract me and like talk to me and stuff, because out of everyone my outfit was the most skimpy. Everybody else's part of their outfit, they had like these big warm jackets and stuff on. But even with their kindness, it still was really tough. Like, people think models are so like mean and evil, and these guys were talking about AI a lot, so I mean, they're not perfect angels or anything, but they're not these like evil agents of destruction that people take them as. This very same day, I had a meeting in Shimokitazawa with my friends. I have a friend who moved to Germany to do art school there, and they were waiting for me to come meet up with everybody and hang out. It was really beautiful to be able to talk to my friends, especially the one who went to art school. I just feel like she's really growing into herself and becoming a woman. She's like quite a bit younger than me, but I'm still like shocked by her maturity and intelligence every time I speak to her. I'm sure we all have a friend like that who just makes our heart sing. That's kind of been the theme of this week, just like talking to my friends and being in awe and amazement that all of these wonderful people like love and care about me. Even like just seeing them work really hard towards their dreams inspires me and makes me also want to do the same thing. I spent some time editing the last video and uploading it, and I think seeing my friends and stuff's reaction and their support has just like blown me away. So many people are like rooting for me and want me to do well. They want me to lock in, and I can't disappoint them, and I can't disappoint myself. Welcome to my taiyaki review. They have this in Lawson right now. It's like strawberry and cream. I'm really excited to try it. It's so much more pink than I thought. So cute. Should I bite the head or the tail first? What do you think? Just kidding. It kind of tastes like strawberry yogurt. Oishi. Every once in a while, I'll do a job for like a student kind of vibe. I feel like if you're into Japan and Japanese fashion especially, you probably know Bunka Fashion College, and if you don't, you gotta look into it. A lot of J fashion people who come over here kind of aim to go to this school, and they have a lot of international students. And they also have a graduate show, which is like a runway and stuff that goes on every year. at the end of the month, they're having another show, and I'm going to be one of the models in the show. So I went to the university for a fitting. I'm doing like 3 different designers' outfits, so we had to try it on. And since they're students, the like professors were there to like judge and like help them style the outfits and kind of see what adjustments need to be made before the show. I didn't get to film that much of it, but come show day in a couple of weeks, you're gonna see some freaking amazing fashion creations. I hope you can't wait. It was a little bit sad though, I have to say, because the professors were a little bit cutthroat, and I heard they can be, and I think probably any fashion college is the same way, but it felt awkward. Like I don't know. And since I was in Shinjuku already, I did do a little bit of shopping. Shinjuku is so chaotic and overwhelming, but I think like shopping in the daytime, it's mostly okay. I needed to get some new hair stuff. I went with Lush. I also went to IKEA. I got a rug, already spilt tea on it, don't even worry about that. And I got some art supplies. I haven't really been doing much art this week. I don't know what's gotten into me. It's not necessarily an art block, but I feel like I've just been distracted by that damn phone, and it's kind of been pulling my attention away, unfortunately. But speaking of being too into my phone, I was looking through and I found these drawings that I made in 2016, 10 years ago. And I think for my next video, I'm going to do a bit of a redraw. Like, I want to see how my art has improved, if I've gotten any better. A lot of it was really anime-ish, and you can see that this is what I paint like, or like this, where it's kind of expressionist now. And I think it's going to be really interesting and fun to blend those two styles. So next week I'm going to be doing that, putting my canvases to use. And on top of that, I'm also preparing for some DJ gigs at the end of this month. So, I don't know. That's probably also why I haven't been painting as much. I feel like I'm doing a few things creatively and my attention is getting pulled in these different directions, which isn't a bad thing either. I feel like as long as you can take all of these things and kind of use them together, then it's perfectly fine. For example, like when I'm DJing, I kind of think of, mixing as like painting. Like, I like having areas that are really bright and heavy with paint, and then I really like having that contrasted with areas that are soft and out of focus and solid colored. And I kind of mix music in the same way, like this tension between areas where the sound is kind of like overwhelming and loud, and areas where it's quiet and there's maybe only one song involved. So, all of these things, music, visual art, even things like exercising, modeling, all of these things can work together so long as your mindset is like open and not so strict. I had a dear friend of mine, shout out Ann Hero, who was saying that she doesn't like it when people have too long of a resume in terms of like the art that they're making. Like, she doesn't like it when people are like, oh, I'm a photographer and I make films and I'm a painter and like, she doesn't like that because like it kind of gives, you're just listing shit off and not really focused in on mastering anything. And when she said that, I was like, she's calling me out. But I think that is like the loophole. Like, I see where she's coming from and it is true, but also like I think you can work it as long as you approach it with that mindset. And that's what I try to do. And like, thank God she said that, because not only do I try to do that, but I feel like I'm way more mindful of how I try to do that now. So shout out, shout out. And speaking of beautiful creatives and, you know, like approaching different creative tasks from like the same perspective, or, you know, joining all these perspectives together, I also got to participate in a photo shoot as the assistant for the first time ever. It was so fucking cool. It was near my friend Margot's house. I'm name dropping everybody, I'm so sorry. Like, maybe I'll protect people's privacy later on in life. But so yeah, I went with my friend Margot and helped her out on a photo shoot. I got to be the lighting assistant. It was so beautiful. Like, the wind was whipping, my face was cold, but I kind of just walked around with this like feeling in my heart, like I'm supposed to be here. And we had such good conversation about hating men. Number one, dating is so hard. But we also talked about art and just kind of joked and laughed and really like showed love to each other in a way that was like the best art that could have been made this entire week. And it just made me feel really grateful to be where I am and to be surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded by. Making friends as an adult is hard, and there are so many new people in my life filling these really big roles, and I often wonder how I got so lucky. Thank you so much for watching me this week. I'm super excited to make even more videos. Make sure you check out the old ones I've got too, and I want you to like, comment, and subscribe as well. We're going up this year. I'm still like such a super new channel, and I'm just trying my best to get more and more quality with each and every single post. Thank you so much.